I am in Northern Thailand, where I will be exploring the beautiful and historic city of Chiang Mai, the mountain town of Pai, and here in Chiang Rai, where I will be checking out this beautiful and phenomenal temple behind me. I flew from Da Nang, Vietnam to Chiang Mai, Thailand, and to be honest, I was feeling a little run down. I've been on the road well over a year making videos. I was just feeling a little bit tired and needed a break from YouTube. But then I started visiting the beautiful temples in the old walled city, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There were a couple that were so unique and beautiful that they just had to be included in this video. Wat Huay Pla Kang, also known as Temple of the Great Stupa, is a 14th century temple where the city pillar shrine is located. Its most prominent feature is the massive Chedai, which is 282 feet high and 144 feet wide at the base. The Chedi was ordered by King Sian Muang Ma to enshrine the ashes of his father. Parts of the Chedi Luang have been restored due to an earthquake in 1545. This temple complex is large, and while it does get a lot of visitors, it never felt crowded. Located just outside of Chiang Mai's Old City South Gate is the Wat Sri Supan, also known as the Silver Temple. This is one of the most beautiful temples, not only in Chiang Mai, but that I have ever seen. Built around 1500, this unique temple is almost completely clad in silver, inside and out. It is one of a kind in Thailand and perhaps in all of Asia. This must-see temple is found in Chiang Mai's traditional silver-making village and gets much fewer visitors than the temples inside the old city walls. Chiang Mai's most famous market happens just once a week, so if you're in town for only one weekend, make sure you visit the Sunday night market. It runs from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. The streets are closed to cars and stalls are set up. You can find beautiful handicrafts and more here, but the main reason people come here is for the food. Oh my gosh, I saw so many delicious looking things I wanted to try. There was no way I could fit it all in, but I did make a serious effort. Delicious soups, spicy Thai sausages, roast pork with green chili, and so much more. After plenty of food and some relaxation, I headed to the mountain town of Pai. One of the most prominent sites in Pai is the huge Buddha statue at Wat Phra Tat May Yen. Sitting on a large hill, this Buddha looks down over the town of Pai. I rented a bike to ride out to the temple. The bike ride was the easy part. It takes considerable effort to reach the top of these 353 stairs where the Buddha sits, so start early before it gets hot. This is the dry season in Thailand, and the air is full of smoke from the burning of the rice fields. It is an important part of the agriculture in the area, but it leads to some pretty bad air quality on some days. The Pai region here in northern Thailand is famous for its caves. The Tham Lod Cave system is easily the most impressive, and it has a fascinating history. When it was being excavated back in the 1960s, the remains of an ancient tribe were found here that dated back to the Stone Age. Tham Lod is a cave network with 3 enormous chambers to explore. You do have to have a guide with you as you explore the first cave on foot. The third cave is completely devoid of light, and your guide uses gas lamps, which make for a great atmosphere while not disturbing the creatures that like to live in the dark. The guides here and the local community as a whole benefit greatly from visitors coming to tour these caves. The highlight of the cave tour was the bamboo raft, in which you were taken on a short ride down the river that travels through the lower cave system and emerges at yet another huge opening. From here, I headed to the city of Chiang Rai, which is in Thailand's far north, near the borders of Myanmar and Laos. Upon arriving in Chiang Rai, the first thing I did was hire a Tuk Tuk to show me around the area. I love traveling by Tuk Tuk. It seems like you can see so much more, and it is a very affordable way to get around. When I was in Chiang Mai, I took a Tuk Tuk driving lesson, with some future plans of a long tuk-tuk trip in mind. It took me a little bit, but I got the hang of it. About 5 miles outside the city of Chiang Rai, you will find this area's top attraction, the White Temple, also known as Wat Huay Pla Kang. This temple is actually a privately owned art exhibit in the style of a Buddhist temple. One thing is for sure, you're not going to find anything else like the White Temple anywhere in Thailand, or anywhere in the world for that matter. By the late 1900s, the original Wat Huay Pla Kang was in a bad state of repair, and funds were not available for renovation. That's when local Chiang Rai artist Chalermchai Kosapipit decided to completely rebuild the temple, using his own money and his own artistic stylings. He's been working on this temple for over 20 years, and construction is not set to be completed until the year 2070. Not only is the White Temple beautifully designed, and I really can't imagine how the artist came up with some of these designs, but it is also beautifully executed and crafted. Considered a piece of contemporary art today, the artist intends for the temple to be a center of Buddhist learning and meditation. The bridge of the cycle of rebirth goes over hundreds of outreaching hands that symbolize unrestrained desire. The bridge proclaims that the way to happiness is by foregoing temptation, greed, and desire. There are a lot of buildings at the White Temple complex. It gets busy here pretty early, but the big tour groups stay near the main White Temple. Strolling around, you can find some more quiet spots, such as this stunning golden temple that sits on a small lake. This other golden building near the entrance stands out as well. This very ornately decorated golden building behind me is actually the toilets. It represents the body and how people focus on worldly desires and money. The White Temple represents the idea to focus on the mind instead of money and possessions. It soon got really busy, so back in the tuk-tuk and on down the road. In a country known for mostly golden temples, this temple is immediately recognizable for its vivid blue sapphire color. This color is symbolically associated with purity, wisdom, and lack of materialism that Buddhists aspire to. A fascinating combination of traditional Buddhist values, classic Thai architecture, and modern art. You won't be surprised to learn that this temple was designed by a student of the artist that built the eccentric White Temple. An ancient temple once stood here, the Temple of the Dancing Tiger. This was when tigers freely roamed the area. Wat Huay Pla Kang is lesser known and visited, but this temple is hugely important to the local community. This wat was designed by a Buddhist monk and visionary. Starting out as just the monk's office, it grew into the uniquely stylized temple you see today. The pagoda is a towering 9 stories tall. The top tier is bell-shaped like a traditional Thai chedi. A pair of colorful Chinese dragons stand guard at the stairs leading to the pagoda. Carved sandalwood statues decorate each of the 9 floors inside, including Buddhas and Chinese divinities. The extraordinary 25-story tall statue of Kuan Yin towers above the entire complex. Often mistakenly called the Big Buddha, Kuan Yin is the Buddhist goddess of mercy, or the Bodhisattva of compassion. For a little over $1, you can take the elevator inside the Kuan Yin image to the 25th floor. From the windows you get panoramic views of the green rice paddies, forest and mountains beyond. Definitely worth the price of admission. The Black House, or Baan Dan Museum, is one of the strangest and most fascinating places to visit in northern Thailand. Built in 1976, these buildings look like Buddhist temples. Even though there has never been a temple here, Buddhist-themed art is found throughout this complex of 40 buildings, which are all painted either black or brown. Covered in art made of taxidermied animals, the Black House is the world's largest collection of animal remains made into furniture and art. Once home and art studio to Thai artist Tuan Duchesne, this museum now serves as a showcase for his work and collections. Duchesne was a devout Buddhist, and all of his work represents the human suffering due to desire and greed that the Buddha saw along his travels. Death and mortality are on display everywhere, reiterating the impermanence of life, which is central to Buddhist thought and philosophy. I've really enjoyed myself traveling through northern Thailand. It's been beautiful. But now it's time for me to head to another country, and it's going to be a big adventure to get there. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe so you can see where I'm going next.